Okay, this is pretty much my first video with the Osmo Action 6. I had the original Osmo Action many moons ago now, and I quite liked it. It was great. It wasn't very good in low light though. So I've waited many years. I got myself a Pocket 2 and then a Pocket 3, which is excellent in low light really for what it is. I waited and waited, and then the Pocket 5 came out, the Action 5 even, and then the Action 6 arrived, so I thought I'd give her a blast. So I'm just going to take it out for a bit of a wander. It's about 4 PM. It's starting to get pretty darkish here now. I'm going to flick away from myself, and this is what I can see. Over in Thurston on the Wirral. Some more hen over there by the pond. The light is getting low, as you can see. The lights are coming on now. Just adjust this a little. The lights are coming on now on the little cafe. I think the cafe is possibly closed now, so it's starting to get to evening time, and it is freezing. It's allegedly about 3 degrees, but it feels like -5 with the wind, it says. I think it's more like -5 and feels more like -10 with the wind. It's the kind of cold that hurts your fingers, you know, when you get to that sort of level. So it's chilly. So I don't think we're going to get any overheating issues. Not that you really get overheating issues much in the UK, I must admit, because it's normally wet. So what do we think of the light? I think it's looking pretty okay. This is basically standard. I've done pretty much nothing with this camera yet. I've turned it on and I've pressed record, and that is about it. I haven't played with any of the film emulations or whatever the heck it's got on here. The tones or whatever they call them. I think I have Rocksteady on. I hope I've got Rocksteady on. Yeah, RS. So I think it's just the standard Rocksteady. It's not like Rocksteady Plus or whatever. This is the estuary. Across the water. Where are we? I would say across the water here you can see Mostyn in North Wales. Possibly over that way would be to Lackwell. I can't see the lighthouse, but it's getting a bit dark now, to be honest with you. Clouds, see is that rain touching down over there? I don't know if you can see where the clouds are touching the ground. Not supposed to rain today, but it's already rained. Yeah, so let's go a little bit closer to the beach, shall we? Admit, looking at the screen on the camera, it does seem to be doing pretty darn well. I mean, it's a small action camera sensor. I'm used to using things like the A7S II, you know, so it's not doing too bad at all, because it is starting to get pretty dark now. Too close to the cliffs. Don't fancy falling down there. But there's a smashing view here though. Move away from their conversation so they can speak in private, and let's have a bit more of a wander this way. I think I can see snow on the hills in North Wales across the way there. Into the distance, you know, heading off towards probably Mulvamai way. Further on still, I can't see much. I think across there you've got the likes of Molagaya and Rosesma. They look fairly green at the moment. I'm not sure what the colours are like on this. It's a very brown environment here. These look almost burnt, the trees here. The bushes, whatever they are. As you can tell, I'm great at nature. But it's doing a pretty good job at keeping this situation bright. You can see the moon is up now across the way there. See if we can find a bit of a darker spot. Pretty sure we'll be able to find a very dark spot shortly because that sun has gone, the moon is up, and I don't think we've got too long now until it's going to be night. We've been here for, I don't know, I'd say about half an hour. I've paid for 3 hours on the car park ticket. I'd be very surprised if we see out an hour, but you never know. It's looking nice. Bit of a dark bush. Should we stick it in? It's not pitch black in there, but it's a darker area. To see how it handled it, if it did. Something in those bushes. Rustling about. Anne-Marie is doing a bit of filming with the Pocket 3. Some small birds flying from hedge to hedge, and then there's a larger bird, a magpie or something, flying across there. There's a dark archway over there if you go and have a look. I think it's just a slight cut through. I'm trying to see what the colours look like in with regards to reality. There's a lot of yellowy green moss here on this bush. These leaves are a very light brown. How do they look? I am quite impressed with the light gathering of this little camera. If this was the original Pocket now, this would be getting pretty unusable. I mean, it's only a tiny screen, so the noise levels might be absolutely insane, I'm not too sure. Let's adjust this a little. I have a tendency to lean forward with the selfie stick and it points at the ground a lot, so, well, that's a deliberate point. Birdies. Here's quite a dark section. I mean, if this was the Pocket One, this would fall apart completely here. It is pretty dark. It's not night, but it is fairly dim in there. Yeah, like I was saying, I bought the Action One many years ago now, and it served me well, to be fair. Before that I was using things like the Akaso, is it the EK7000, is it, and the Apeman A79, do you remember those cameras? These are just cheap things you used to get on Amazon, and they're not really the best. I mean, for what they cost, etc., you can't complain. The little Akaso served me quite well back in the earlier days, and when I bought the Action, it was such a massive upgrade in quality and stabilisation. It was just night and day, you know. But the low light capability of it was okay, but it was never particularly good. And over time I've kept an eye on the newer boys in the gang, but I bought the DJI Pocket 2 a year or two. Well, actually no, it wasn't a year or two. I think it was about the same time actually as the Action. It may have been a year later, but it was close anyway. And the DJI Pocket 2 took over really because it had reasonable low light capability, the stabilisation was great, but the only downside to the Pocket 2 was a lack of weather sealing. And again, when they released the Pocket 3, it was another leap in low light capability, because that thing in low light is pretty damn good. But again, lack of weather sealing once again, and living in a place like the UK where it's either freezing cold or raining 90% of the year, weather sealing is handy to have. So I've always kept one eye open at the Action series and the GoPros and things like that, and the Instas. I quite like the 360 cameras because I got into VR a few years ago. So I've tried a few of the VR 360 cameras as well. I should do a few tests of those just for a giggle, see how the old Samsung 360 holds up these days versus the Views XR that I've got, and the Insta360 X5 that I've recently bought. I got that for my birthday, and it's excellent, to be fair. It is really good, and that's not too bad in low light, to be fair. It's great if you bung it onto the likes of a Quest headset or whatever, so you can use it, or you can just reframe your footage on that one as well, so that's nice. So this Action 6 has got a bit of competition already, but judging by what I can see on the camera at the moment, I'm looking at a very dark sky over there with darkish clouds, and it is a very very dark scene, and this seems to be holding up pretty well. I have to see what the sound is like as well, because it's a bit windy. I'm up on the top of the cliffs here. It's not terrible, it's not blowing a gale, the trees aren't bent sideways as you can see, but there is a breeze. I'm getting a cold ear from getting blasted by the cold wind. So I have to see how the audio sounds as well. Freezing to death here. Let's have a look at that front screen again. Yeah, it's looking okay on there too, actually. From what my aging eyes can see, it doesn't look too bad at all, that. On the front screen even. Anne-Marie's doing the more touristy type usual video that we do on our main channel, Memory Gatherers. But I just thought I'd just do a bit of a wandering test with the camera and see how it comes out, and perhaps chuck it onto my sort of unused channel, kind of, really. It's just a channel for slinging anything on, but it might be of some interest to people. I do play with a lot of cameras, so perhaps I should start doing proper camera type reviews and tests and things, but there's far more than enough pros out there already doing that kind of stuff. Maybe I can just do a wander about with a particular lens or something, see if anyone's interested. I need to keep my exercise levels up anyway. There we go. There's a pond across there. Not too sure where this heads, because I'm not very familiar with the area, so I don't think I'll be going too far. A few joggers coming along with their dogs. There's quite a few dog walkers. I was quite surprised actually today, because it's the 2nd of January and it's really cold, and it's late on in the evening, well, late on in the day, shall we say. We didn't get here till what, about 4, quarter to 4, something like that, and the place is absolutely jam-packed. People seem to be heading out here. I can understand in the summertime, but when it's freezing and it is cold, I mean, it's the kind of cold that hurts, you know. There's still plenty of people out. Alright, there's a few dog walkers now, which is understandable, but there's quite a few people out and about. I was very surprised. I didn't think people would brave it, to be honest, but I suppose people around here must be well hard. Heading back towards the cliffs now. The lights are coming on on the other side of the river. This is the River Dee in North Wales. We're on the English side at the moment, Thurston, near Heswall, and we're looking across this water. Now I'm trying to figure out exactly what we're looking at, because you've got Conofsky, Flint, Baghilt, Mostyn, Talacra, etc. all along here. I don't know what that awful noise is, if that's picking it up. Sounds like a cow in a bad mood. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure what section of Wales we've got right ahead of us. It could be Mostyn. Could be. Not too sure, because I don't know if the one ahead is Mostyn or if the one that's over to the right a bit is Mostyn. And I can't really see where the fun ship is, or the Duke of Lancaster. Nice orange hue on the sun, which is unusual because there's no sun left really. There's a kestrel or something there. Hopefully there's no chicks at this time of year, it'd be bloody freezing the poor thing. There it goes. Lovely bird. Yeah, it's starting to get pretty dark now, and how's it holding up? Struggling a bit more now, I think. That's at 4K 50. I'm not going to adjust the shutter speed, but maybe better at 4K 25 perhaps, 4K 30, etc. Yeah, Conisky Power Station is roughly centre at the moment. Then you've got Flint. I'm guessing that is Mostyn, but could be incorrect. It's pretty much starting to become night time now. There is light still available. It's roughly about the same as my eyes, really, to be honest with you, looking at this. A bit brighter up this side. Okay, let's go for a bit more of a wander. Yeah, 4K 50 rock steady on f2.0, I think. My eyes are getting old, but I think that's f2.0. Been recording for 22 minutes and the battery is down to, I think, 81. I mean, judging on that, 100 minutes for 100% then, which is possible, I suppose. Though it may be better in reality. Dusk now, definitely dusk. You may see badgers or something. There's a pile of birds out there. You can possibly see. This is an action camera. I haven't got a 500mm zoom or anything. So chat with his dog. Are you able to see that, or is it too dark? Should we go a bit deeper in? See what we can see. Still plenty of people about, considering, because it's dark and freezing. And not the middle of summer. I have been here in the middle of summer. Very nice. That light is lowering and lowering very quickly now, really. And we look at this side. Bushes. Gradually getting darker and darker as we're wandering along. It must be, I'm at a guess here, but around about 4:30 now, maybe. January 2nd, 2026. Let's double check if we can. Very dark in there. Right, let's have a look. It is indeed 29 minutes past 4. It's very awkward putting equipment in pockets and things when you've got gloves on. Good Lord, Anne-Marie must have gone like the absolute clackers. How does it look up there? Up that path? Looking pretty dark. Get some lovely photographs here, you know. If you are a photographer and you want to get a nice estuary type scene, come on out here. You should get some lovely photos. Look at that sky. The sky is amazing. I'm not too sure what that red light is in the distance. I don't know if it's Stanlow. It may be Stanlow. Stanlow Oil Refinery, it could be. I'd expect to see a bit more of a flickering flame though, so I could be incorrect there. The moon popping its nose out from behind the clouds there. Angry birds. Getting ready to go to bed probably. Continue recording for a while. This isn't, like I say, a professional review of any sort. It just gives you a bit of an idea of what it's like to turn on Action 6 in the evening, somewhere where there aren't any lights that you can see, and just use it. We've got moonlight. Nice bird possibly flying off now. Oh, they're just kicking off, I think. There's the moon popping up again over the horizon there. Let's go and see if we can find Anne-Marie and her mum. They probably turned back ages ago and I'm just wandering about aimlessly. Quite a dark section of the path here. At least I'll get my steps in today, won't I? Looks like it's quite new, this section of bridge. Starting to get very dark now. We've got tree cover here as well, you see, so it's pretty black. Let's get some close-up detail. Can you see that on the tree there? Can you pick that up? Like a knot in the tree. Doesn't it look like a face? This dark section of the path. I'm assuming that this level of light will be completely unusable. It's extremely dark. My eyes even are just about making out everything down there. If this is picking up anything, then it's doing a pretty good job. Bank's been reinforced here. Now, if I can't see Anne-Marie and her mum up here, I may turn back round because I may have passed them. They might have done a circle back earlier and I've missed them perhaps. Just looking for an open bit of path. Ah, this is the steps down to the beach. They may have gone down onto the beach perhaps. It's a possibility. Have a quick look up here. Yeah, I think I can hear them. we go. Are you having a lot of fun?
Hello there.
Nice and cold.
Yeah. We just walked down to the bridge.
Yeah?
Oh, the bridge.
Which bridge? The one here?
No, it's like a wooden footbridge.
Oh, okay.
Man-made.
Okay, I'll go and have
It's
a
a bit
quick look.
slappy in mud.
Are you heading back? Are you heading back that way?
Yeah, did you get the
Okay.
house on the beach?
I did on the drone, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll head back.
It's very slippy when you get the steps, so be careful.
Oh, I'll just have a quick look and then come back. Are you heading back up towards that way, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'll meet you up there. Okay, me too. Isn't this extremely spiky? Yes, that will really hurt. I do like it though, I think it looks pretty. What is that stuff? Is that gorse? What is it? I bet the sheep can eat that stuff, you know. Wouldn't surprise me. Getting very dark. Go and see this bridge that was mentioned. Very slippy apparently. How's it looking over there? Let's go see this slippy bridge. I don't think that I'll go much further than that then, though. I'll spin back round then. I might keep it running though. Is it worth it? What do you think? Is that image fallen apart completely by now? Let's have a look. What's it like if I look through the front screen? It's... I can still see myself. Pretty good that, really. Ah, this is the wooden bridge, I'm assuming. But it's slippy. There's ferns moving down there. I thought I saw something. It is pitch black. There's no way that this thing is picking up anything there. This is in standard mode as well. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll head up to the top of the path here and we'll try out this newfangled super night mode, shall we, and see if that is going to make a difference for the journey back, as we're now getting into pitch black sort of period virtually. Just have a quick look at the estuary again, and then I'll flick it over to super night mode, get a bit of the estuary, and then head back the other way. And hopefully, for those of you who are thinking about buying a pocket even, see, I've got pocket on my mind, an Action 6 even, this bog standard, not clever, not professional in any way, shape or form video may give you a bit of an idea as to whether or not it'd be of any use to you. I've done nothing clever, I've not played with manual settings, I've not reduced EV, I've not done anything whatsoever. This is just turned on normal mode, not super night, and started to record. So we'll head up just a little bit further, say to that post, and I'll spin round and we'll whack on super night mode for the return journey. And we are now on 39 minutes of recording time, and I think it's 60 something remaining. So battery's holding up reasonably well. My videos are always legendarily long, but you can skip to the next to the next channel more than likely, but nonetheless, here we are, we're up to the post. I'm going to call it quits on normal mode now. Let's have a quick last look along at that estuary, because before too long it's going to be too dark for me to see where I'm going. I haven't brought a torch because I wasn't planning on coming out so late. Okay, right. Say goodbye to normal mode and get ready for super night mode when I figure out how to turn it on. Okay, here we go. We now have super night mode. And all I can say is, good lord, that is extremely bright compared to what you can actually see here. That is something else. I would say that that is, goodness me, probably about 10 stops brighter than my eyes. That is pretty darn impressive, I must admit. This field leads off into pretty much blackness. You can virtually not see a thing. You should be getting I'm assuming we're getting a fair bit of noise now. So come on, let's head back, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to see where I'm going. It's not going to be much fun. Look at that estuary though before we go, because it is a nice looking area. It does look pretty in the night. I think I can see Ambery on the beach at the bottom there. Bird flying around still. Right, let's head out into this, what I can only describe as virtually pitch black ahead now. There's still a little bit of light and you can see a tiny bit of the orange of the sun going over the horizon miles away. I mean, the sun's well gone, but the light reflecting off it over the other side of the planet is still popping up. The lights are a lot brighter now as well on the other side of the river. As the night's drawing in, you can see the lights on the other side of the River Dee quite well. Like I say, I'm not sure if that's mossed in or if that's mossed in. I'm not too sure. But roughly there is Flint and roughly there is Coniscay. It's getting a bit dark to be able to even tell now. Then you've got oil rigs and things like that in the Irish Sea there, up ahead. You're heading out off towards Ireland across the water there now. That's Molar Park television transmitter. The red lights on the mountain top across the way. There's the moon peeping through the clouds there. That is so much brighter on this screen than it actually is in reality. That cliff here, that is insane. What I can see and what I can see on the screen is amazing. What's the... see, even now you can still see my face in that. That is crazy. The difference in the ability of this compared to the Action Mark 1 is insane. You would have absolutely no chance of using the DJI Action 1 here in this situation. Absolutely no chance whatsoever. The Pocket 3 probably hold up quite well. Pocket 2 wouldn't. I'm just seeing what sort of details you can get from these dark bushes. How much noise, how much grain are we getting now? Can't really tell on this tiny screen, but once it's on a 55-inch telly in someone's living room, I'm sure you'll be able to see a fair amount of grain. Heading down these steps. I'm going to take my time because it's quite dark and the camera can see ahead quite a lot better than I can. That is basically a black hole of nothingness. Insofar as what I can see, I mean. And again, this too is completely pitch black. I can virtually not even see the ferns now as the sunlight gradually disappears. Still some blue in the sky. It's dark blue. Not on this screen, it's not. It's light blue on the screen. It's not bad at all. That's crazy. That's just a black bush with little yellow bits that you can just about see in reality. Whereas on this you can actually make out the green and the yellow of the flowers. We're getting towards fox and badger time now. Whether we'll be lucky enough to see any is doubtful, but you never know. Plus I'm yapping away, so I'll probably scare them off. They probably smell me a mile off as well. I have had a bath, by the way. Look at that. Is the moon blown out? I don't know. See if I can get it a bit closer to my aging eyes. Not sure. Can you see the clouds rolling past the moon? I can hear a plane in the sky. I was looking to see if I could point at it, but I can only hear it. I can't actually see it. Can this? Not sure. I can't see it at all. I can hear Anne-Marie. Oh, there's Sandra on the bench. Have you frozen to death yet?
Not quite, almost.
Almost. Oh, here we go. Are you enjoying yourself, love?
That bottom set though. This is all fine. The bottom one's like, whew.
Big steep step. The countryside code. I can barely see the writing on that, but this thing seems to be able to.
Go. Come on.
I'll follow you back down, okay?
Okay.
I can see you on the beach. Oh, be careful.
Watch it.
Yeah, you can even see the colour in the coat, which is impossible, really. Interesting to see how that pans out. And this is the footpath that leads down to the beach at Thurston. Who made that name up? Can they just called it Thursterton? Been easier. What you can actually see in reality compared to what this camera can see is vastly different. It is pretty impressive, to be fair. But I'm going to head now into what is basically black. This is black. I can just about make out that there's bushes on each side and there's a path in the middle. Just about, and that's with my eyes adjusting to the darkness. So this is super night mode, basically in the pitch black. Alright, there's some sky up there, which is also pretty much black. But this is extremely dark now. You can see virtually nothing. I'm not even too sure what I'm walking towards, although I came this way earlier, so I'm not going to panic too much. I'm not going to go wandering off any cliff edges or anything. That's where the wall was reinforced. How's that looking in the pitch black? Can you see it? I can see there's a bridge coming up ahead. I can see Anne-Marie's phone's illuminating the pathway up ahead. Can you see any of that? My eyes can just about make out ferns. Just about. I'm heading up now towards another bridge. There's a tree here. Good place to film a horror film. I have to get the A7S II out and get some actors. The moon through the trees. Make a splendid photograph, that, you know, if you got it right. There is a stream of some kind down there. Really pitch black now. I don't think even super night mode can save this, but it's not doing too disgraceful a job. It's letting me see the path far better than I can see with my eyes. I think there's going to be a lot of noise, it looks as though we're getting a little bit of light leak. Amp glow. It's on auto ISO, so I suppose it's boosting itself to the absolute max to try and sort or try and make its way through this darkness. Extremely impressive, to be fair though, because this isn't a night vision camera and this is night now. This section with the high bushes on each side removes pretty much all light apart from the gap above, so actually being able to see anything whatsoever is amazing, really. The estuary is pretty much now in darkness, even the orange glow is now gone. Though if you look at this, how it's exposing that sky is completely far and above what you can actually see with your own eyes. I mean, I can see green. I can't see green, but this can. All I can see is black. The moon's still keeping us company. I'll up my pace a little. Try and catch back up with Anne-Marie and Sandra. Yeah, if you're a local photographer in Wales or wherever, you probably know already about Thurston. But if you're not from the area, it's quite nice. There's a reasonable car park here, £1.20 an hour. There's a cafe which was open when we got here but seemed to be closing about 4 o'clock, where it is the 2nd of Jan. Whether that changes in the summer, I don't know, because they were taking the bins out, etc. about 4 o'clock-ish. How long have we been filming for now? 17 minutes. I can't remember how long we filmed before we stopped. Those about 40, was it? So we're probably looking at about an hour, so it must be about 5 o'clock ish, that's a guess. Might be a bit after 5 in the winter, so it's dark. I can't see a thing here, nothing whatsoever. Right, just about making out the path. Just about. The only thing I can see is that there's a what do you call it, a bramble or whatever hanging down, and I could only see the shadow of it. But it's seriously dark here. Half an hour ago when we were passing the people, I could see them and I could see their faces and things like that, but if we went past anyone's face now, I wouldn't be able to make it out at all. Yeah, so this is super night mode in basically the pitch black. How's it doing? Walking along through the countryside with no lights apart from the moon, and it's absolutely pitch black. The sky on that suggests that it isn't, but it is, it's night time. Doing an extremely good job. Estuary again. Sandra must have blasted on it. I always keep thinking that I've overtaken them, but I can't have. It must be up ahead somewhere. Wind is starting to get up now, so good test on the wind noise reduction facility in this. If I turned it on, which I don't think I did, but nonetheless. The wind noise handling, shall we say? What's it like at handling wind? And if I haven't turned it on, I'll have to do another wander and turn it on and see how it gets on. You can hear voices, so I think we're approaching Sandra and Anne-Marie. Hello there. Yeah, I'm still recording.
See. No light.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to see, what it comes out like.
Quick question though.
Yeah.
What time's the car park shut?
I don't think it does. It says that it's 24 hours with regards to the payment, so.
Oh, okay.
But
I wasn't sure, see, because that didn't click until I just realised.
yeah. I mean, it might be worth heading up there just in case.
I suppose, you know, because my light nice up here, sunset and everything.
Yeah.
Nice sunset up here, and you know you could bring your food with you.
Where is the car park? That way?
Yeah, up there. It's up there. Isn't it?
That way?
We could go back that way, can't we?
That way.
Yeah. We got rotisserie chicken, hot chicken from Morrison's, and a salad from Salad Bar. Get myself in the Salad Bar.
Yeah.
Rotisserie chicken, the best is Morrison's out of all of them.
Yeah.
Asda, Tesco, Morrison's is the best. Beautiful, all of it. And you can pick your own salad.
Yeah.
And then bring it here.
You
Get
can.
yourself a nice drink or whatever you want. Can of pop, bottle of water, whatever. Or a flask of tea, coffee. Your dad always did. He always took tea or coffee with us. Yeah, get a hot
There you
drink. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
we'll carry on this way then.
Okay. Caught them back up now safely. Let's just get a bit of estuary. Super night mode. Hold it steady. Wobbling this round one-handed for the entire trip, so give it a bit of a steadier platform.
Yeah, that's the side.
Okay, I'll head on. I'll head on ahead. See you in a minute. Bench in that darkness there. The moon still. Where's it getting that blue from? I can't see any blue. There's an aeroplane flying up there. Heading off into more darkness. hard to pick up anything at all here, even on the screen. It's looking pretty dark. But we are basically walking in the middle of the countryside with no light at night time. So it's pretty damn impressive, to be fair. I'm starting to get absolutely frosted now though. Can you see my face? Does that look? How about that way? Maybe not. But I bet it's looking pretty cold if you could see it. Now, I'm assuming that those lights up there are the car park. Charles III England Coast Path. So if that's the car park, I've got to get back up there at some point. But where's the path? I did do a little bit of a drone flight around here earlier. I'll have to see how that come out as well. What we're looking at now on the time, it is 26 minutes, so we've got 40 minutes plus another 26 minutes so far. The battery is on 31%. It's not bad. Oh, here we go. I follow you too because you've got the torchlight. They may know where they're going to, unlike me. It is getting cold now though, that wind's blowing. And that is it's a freezing wind, it's very cold. I think I'll have frostbite on my nose tomorrow after this. I'll certainly be glad to get back to the car. Estuary. Once again. That roughly is where Connor skiers. And maybe Mosting. One or the other. I'll try and keep up with these two because I'm not quite sure where the path veers off to head towards up to the car park. So I can see the centre lit up across the way there, and it's to the side of that, so can't go too wrong, he says. last looks at the estuary before we disappear. It goes out of view behind the hedge there. I think there's a right turn here somewhere. Pile of rocks here. I can see them, can this? This may be where the human eyes win a bit more. Right, where's this path? Can this see? I don't think it can. I'm on grass at the moment. Ah, there we go. There's a path. I'll head towards those lights. Fingers crossed. We'll head back to the car park. There's a pond just ahead there. Don't fancy going in there either. Big old tree. Is that showing up? And here's the pond. There's something, a moorhen or something, swimming along there. Get no doubt some absolutely beautiful moonlit pictures somewhere like this. It's such a nice area, and at this time of the night most of the visitors who were here in droves only an hour ago have now cleared off. And it's not really that late, you know, I don't know, say it's 5:30 I guess. Yeah, so if you're into actual walks with people yapping about the place and telling you a bit of info and what have you, have a look at the Memory Gatherers YouTube channel. Anne-Marie pretty much runs it mostly now. I've done videos on there for a long time. I think we're entering the 2006 20th year of being on YouTube now. This channel is just for me to play with, really, for cameras and things like that. Yeah, there's definite benefit from having a little light. I mean, this is very dim light, there's just got one light there, but look at the difference. You know, it is pretty damn impressive. But to be fair to this action camera, it has done extremely well. And we're back to the car park now, so I'll probably knock off here. And if you want to see any more, let me know. There we go. Right, let's call it quits. Oh, defrost me fingers.